What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Sports Pad. On today's episode, we're going to talk about the Coaches Poll Top 25.
All right, boys, the preseason coaches poll came out. At number 1, you have Alabama with 54 coaches votes. Number 2, Ohio State with 5. Number 3, Georgia with 6. And then
Respectable.
lonely old Texas at number 18 with 1 vote. And I said I don't think that's a real vote. I do think that's a troll vote. I think that's someone.
It's a homer vote, bro.
I think
See, I
that's,
didn't agree with him. I didn't think it was a troll vote. And then he read an article to me.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
now I believe him that
Yeah.
it is a troll vote.
Yep.
I just-
Well, I mean, there was 1 vote for Vanderbilt to win the SEC East at Media Day. So, if you want to know what a troll vote is,
I mean, that's
somebody's
just,
drinking
vote
and
for-
having fun.
vote for
Some-
Vanderbilt.
Somebody's having fun out there.
Somebody had a late brunch that day.
What do you guys think of it? Is it surprising?
Read me the top 5 real quick.
The top 5 teams?
Yeah,
Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia, Clemson, Notre Dame, in that order.
That's top 5. And Clemson, Notre Dame, neither
everything's.
one of them got
All right.
any votes.
So
Yeah, only 3 teams got first place vote.
I'm cool with
4.
it. Don't matter. Like I'm cool with the whole top 3, I suppose. What I think is slightly disrespectful is Alabama getting 54 votes.
Nah, dude,
And
that's how the media
I don't.
works.
Yeah, I
bro.
don't.
No,
think-
I understand, but I think it's disrespectful.
I
The
don't-
media
Original
can work
thoughts
however they
are
want to work, but
prohibited.
they're just disrespectful.
I think that's how it goes.
They are.
Yeah. But that's my opinion. I mean, I think Georgia's a solid 6 spot or a 3 spot with 6 votes. I think we're cool there. I think we're big chilling.
How do we, since we have more first place votes, I mean, why are we still third? That's the disrespect.
I mean, coaches. I don't know, man. I don't know.
We
That
had
is
more
weird.
first place votes than Ohio State, but yet we're third?
It is weird. Math is weird sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey, we had
Tom.
1.
The
why are we
math don't
18?
happen.
Why are we number 4?
Why did y'all have 1? That's the better question.
That is a good question.
Because someone knows what I know.
You know who it was? You remember the coach that had the girlfriend with the monkey?
I don't. It sounds like some
That sounds like a
Yoko
Y'all
Ono
didn't know-
shit.
Sounds like LSU.
The Texas coach,
Oh yeah, what's the
Yeah,
Texas coach?
he had the stripper girlfriend and she had a pet monkey and the monkey bit a kid.
Yep,
The
that's true.
monkey's the one who voted number 1.
Listen, I didn't go that
Okay.
deep into it. All right.
All right. Let's talk about your
All right, what about
dark
the rest of
horse
the
right
list,
now.
though?
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, let's talk about your dark horse right now. So you got
Give me 6 through 10.
yeah, we'll go through the
all
list.
right. So we said the top 5, right? At 6,
Yep.
you got Michigan, 7 A&M, Texas, I should say, Texas A&M. 8 Utah, 9 Oklahoma, 10 Baylor, 11 Oklahoma State. That's some hella disrespect to have 3 Big 12 teams, 9, 10, 11, and then Texas down at 18. Anyways,
What? You went 5 and 7.
you could 5 and 7 these nuts in your mouth, bro.
All right. So number 9, Oklahoma.
10 Baylor, 11 Oklahoma State. I just said Oklahoma
Yeah.
State because it's 3 Big 12 teams in a row.
No, I feel you. I just think Oklahoma is I think they're madly overrated in that position, in my opinion. Drastically overrated in that opinion. I think they got too much going on, period, in that facility right now. And then all the news that came out recently in the last day or two as well, with like other coaches and assistant coaches and whatnot.
Resigning.
Previous to any other hostile shit, it's just falling apart over there.
Yeah,
I see him being in the top 49, top 39 at the end of the season.
Well, you got Oregon at 12,
Man,
North Carolina
that's
State
disrespectful.
13, Michigan State 14, USC 15, Pittsburgh 16, Miami 17,
Whoa.
Texas 18, like I said. Wake Forest
They
at
ranked.
19. Yeah.
They
Yep.
rank USC and Miami in front of Texas.
Yep. Wisconsin at
Pittsburgh as
20,
well.
Dang.
Kentucky 21, Cincinnati. What a fall. 22. Arkansas
Yep.
23, Ole Miss 24, Houston 25. And then
Wake Forest
Respect
number
to
19.
Arkansas.
you had a bunch of
Wake
other
Forest number
votes.
19.
The people right
Yeah,
outside
Wake
of
Forest
it.
is going to score like 60 points a game this year.
The people right outside of it, you had Iowa with 248, Penn State with 246, then a big drop off to Tennessee at 163, BYU 152, LSU 143, another huge drop off, Auburn with 98. So, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Don't Auburn and Penn State play again this year?
Let's see.
I remember going over
I think they had a home and home.
Yeah, they do. They do. September 17th,
It's going to be a
3:30,
battle for who wants to get
CBS.
ranked.
and it's at Auburn. So
Who's trying to get ranked up in here?
who's trying? Auburn got a, or no, this is Penn State. I was like, Auburn's got an easy schedule. My bad. Then. Penn State. Cupcake.
Auburn never has an easy schedule.
So out of all those teams, especially in, let's say, the top 15, what team is fraudulent outside of Oklahoma for Pat?
Fraudulent in the top 15, you say?
Yep. USC down. USC, Michigan State, North Carolina State, Oregon, Oklahoma State, Baylor,
Fraudulent.
Oklahoma, Utah, Texas A&M. I'm going to go Texas A&M.
Clemson.
I think Clemson bounces back.
Dang, that's
I don't-
disrespectful, bro.
Bro, I think you're going to see Utah in the playoff this year. That's where I'm
I
at.
could see that happening. I'm not going to, the team looks good. The stuff that I've been hearing about them this year, that, there's a reason.
If
they're number
one
8.
more player, God forbid, if one more player from that team dies, all of those boys are turned into superhumans. They have a chip on their shoulder at this point. Multiple chips. They got a lot of shit going on. I watched like 18 60 for 60s for them boys last year. There was too many stories. They got so much going on.
Yeah, I legit
They
have
really do.
number 6 and 7, Michigan and Texas A&M finishing outside of the top 15 at the end of the year.
Who'd you say? Run that
Yeah.
back.
Texas A&M and Michigan both finishing outside the
I
top
agree
15.
with half of that. I agree
Michigan.
with half. I think Texas A&M will. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Michigan's going to finish in the top 15.
Over under on Texas A&M
Right.
wins.
What's
I
my number?
Yeah, I don't know the.
Like what do you got under?
What's my
What's
number?
your like? What do you have? What would be your over under? Like what would you go?
Like,
What do you think?
What do you
would
think my
pick?
their total would be?
Yeah.
I'd say I expect 10-2,
Okay.
but I could see 11-1.
Okay. See, that's what I think. Something similar as well. 10-2 is what I think.
8
Dalton
and 4,
doesn't want that to happen. but
8 and
he's a
4,
Texas
7
fan.
and 5, something like that.
We're
Hey,
talking
you know what?
Texas
you know
or
what
A&M?
those-
And
You know what numbers those would
I'm
be
just
better
kidding.
than though, Dalton? Going 5 and 7.
Texas is going 10 and 2 this year,
After going what 5-0.
and we may go 11 and 1.
10-2.
We may go 11
All
and
right,
1.
so you're losing to. All right, so 10-2. So all right, you're losing to Bama.
Nope, we're beating
so They
Bama.
got,
So
they got
who else are
Louisiana
you-
Monroe.
All right, if you're beating Bama, then what other teams are
We're
you
making the
losing to?
playoffs. I've told
Kansas again.
you. I told you we're making the playoffs. We just
But
didn't
who are you
want
losing
to
to? I'm
these
just
last few
asking you.
years. I just keep saying it.
Virginia.
Dalton, I'm just asking you if
Who did
you
we
think they're
lose
losing
to?
2 games. Which 2 games? Which 2 games?
I could see Baylor at the end of the year because that's going to be a tough game to finish out the season. If Baylor's in tight contention for the Big 12 championship as well, I could see that being a tough game. And I always think the Red River rivalry is a tough game.
I'll tell you what
Imagine
games
losing
they
to that
lose right
Oklahoma
now.
team.
Oklahoma State, I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about Oklahoma State.
Y'all are
We do
going
play
like
them in
9 and
Stillwater.
3, bro. It's okay.
I could see
They're
9 and 3.
gonna.
Like I think that would be a success, honestly.
I could see 9 and 3, but I think we go 10 and 2, 11 and 1.
I mean, 10-2, you're winning the Big 12.
Yep.
I feel like that.
We're winning the
think you
Big
go
12,
9-3.
and
you're not gonna get in the playoff.
we
if you're
went-
10-2, but
we've seen teams get in the
That's-
playoffs with 2 losses. But
no,
whatever.
you hadn't. No, you haven't.
When we beat Alabama week
You've never
2,
seen that.
when we beat Alabama week 2,
That's never happened.
and then we come back the end of the year.
Doesn't matter, dude. Mess around and lose to Baylor for your second loss and think you getting in, bro. You're not.
Second loss would be to West Virginia.
And then, dude,
Because I'm gonna tell you right now,
Listen.
if Pat's hating on Clemson, Clemson's going 12-0, bro.
You're sick.
I'm telling you right now.
Nah.
that is sick. I just
They're
lit
going
myself
12-0.
on fire.
So Alabama goes undefeated.
No.
No.
Who
They
they
lose-
playing? Until they
They
play
lose
Georgia?
to Texas week 2. Holy shit. How many
Bruh,
times do I
who
got to
do
say
they-
it?
Who are they losing to?
No, they
Texas.
lose to Arkansas.
I'm down with that. I believe that.
Did I?
I'm
called
not-
A&M last
I'm not
year. Let me
memeing
let me
right
give
now.
you the benefit of the doubt.
Texas
Just stop,
beats
dog.
them.
Nobody's even.
You look like a
acknowledging their
meme, yeah.
existence, bro. Leave that in too, dog.
I'm
That's
not memeing right now.
good. For real.
Oh shit. Yo.
All right, so let's wind back up.
Let's just
and
move
give me the
over.
rest- Give me the rest of the list real quick.
We gave you the
I
whole
just
list.
wanna-
No, I'm gonna
Oh,
go.
you did?
I'm
Okay.
gonna go over some overrated and underrated teams. Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Go ahead.
And this
You give us our list, and we'll tell you how bad it is.
this
Yeah,
next
can we disagree?
Yes.
this next article comes from the bitch made ass motherfucker James Parks,
Yeesh.
but he
James
has
coming for you, brother.
overrated number 18 Texas, where he says it's become kind of an off-season joke to bash the Longhorns, around whom there is always a healthy dose of preseason optimism. Same was true of the coaches poll after a single voter actually chose Texas as the #1 team in college football. Sure, the Horns have Bijan Robinson, arguably the best running back in the nation, returning in addition to star receiver Xavier Worthy. But looking around on this roster, it's difficult to justify putting the Longhorns this high on the top 25, if on it at all. Quinn Ewers brings 5-star pedigree to the quarterback position, but it is yet to throw a pass,
Oh.
and sits behind one of the worst O-lines in a defense that ranked 102 last year.
Ouch.
What a bitch.
Your
What's
knees
this guy's
okay,
name?
brother? You scraped up, man? You all good?
What's this guy's name, Dalton?
No, bitch.
He said bitch made ass motherfucker.
I said it was James something.
Something Parks. It was something Parks.
James Park. Shout out to you, bro. Great literary work there.
Nope. But he's got.
Absolutely nailed it.
How do you guys feel about that?
Texas?
You think it's true?
Texas is the Tennessee of the Big 12. You want to be what you once was, but you'll never be that.
Well,
You
can
are
I
what
be
you
honest?
are.
Far
I
more
have 30
talent than Tennessee has.
I want 35 seconds to be honest. I've been
Yeah,
bashing.
run it.
I've been bashing Texas since the jump of this podcast. But in the group chat, I've been saying Texas is back. I think they go off. I don't think they beat Bama, but I think that's their only loss until West Virginia. But other than those two games, I'm
I
just
want
kidding.
nothing more for
Let's
them
ride.
11-1
than to beat Bama.
11-1. Honestly, I think they can play Bama too. I think it'll be a good game. Hopefully they beat them.
Well,
but I don't
no.
think they
And
will.
if they beat Bama, this gives me my perfect segue. Then Bama fans, what's your excuse now? Because last year was a rebuilding year. So if you lose to
Takes a long
Texas,
time to
then what are
build
you
stuff.
doing this year?
You know,
What are
Takes a
you
long time
doing
to
this
build
year?
All right, let's go over to something real quick.
okay, go over.
We talked about Utah earlier, right?
Yeah.
It's not every year or any year that you see the Utes ranked in the top 5, but this could be the preseason that they actually deserve it. Utah won the Pac-12 a year
Next.
ago and looked like a top 10 team to close out, playing Ohio State and its #1 offense to the wire in the classic Rose Bowl. Cameron Rising and Tavion Thomas returned to this offense, a QB running back duo that last fall combined to score 41 total touchdowns, and Utah brings back 4 of its top 5 wide receivers from the 2021 season to balance that attack. Add in what would be another efficient defensive unit, albeit one that loses linebacker Devin Lloyd and Kyle Whittingham, should have this team in the college football playoff contention when looking over the schedule. Now, think about that team. I think they're only ranked this high because of the teams that they're going to play.
Who are they playing?
I'm glad you asked.
1 sec. You are lagging.
Me?
Yep.
Don't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good on your side though?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. I just was making sure before you went too deep or anything.
Doesn't matter. All right.
No.
Start out the season with a good game. Utah versus Florida.
W.
San Diego State.
W.
Oregon State.
W.
USC
Tough game.
at Utah.
I mean, I don't believe in USC, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna go W.
Yeah, W.
USC's
Southern
super fraudulent.
Utah.
W.
W, dude. Like who's in
Arizona
Southern Utah,
State.
bro? I wouldn't even want to know what kind
W.
of people live in Southern Utah.
W.
UCLA.
Did Arizona State go like fucking 0-12 last year?
Who? UCLA?
No, Arizona.
State.
Was it Arizona State or Arizona?
Arizona State won some games, so it wasn't them.
Okay, then it was Arizona. My bad. Sorry.
UCLA.
Fraudulent. Me. Dubs.
Dub, yeah.
Washington State.
Dubs.
Stanford.
Dub.
Dubs.
Dub.
Colorado.
Dubs.
Oregon.
Dubs.
Ooh.
They beat them twice
calling
last year,
dubs?
didn't
Yeah, they did. Absolutely spanked them.
they? Yeah, they did twice.
Thank
Easy
you.
peasy, no problem.
Yeah.
Second string was in both times by the third quarter.
That's why I think they could,
Spanked 'em.
because of their schedule.
Yeah, but I mean, those some tougher games than like some other schedules. I'll take up for
It
them on
all it all depends on if they beat Florida or not.
Yeah. Are you saying because of their schedule is like easy, or in defense of their schedule, if they did blast through it, they could definitely be in the playoffs?
Oh,
Well, they're gonna. I mean,
they're gonna
a
blast
Pac-12
through, and
team,
I think
so-
that's why they will make the playoffs.
I think there's tough games in there, though. I do think that they have some tough games on that list, especially depending on if like it's at home and whatnot. So you got like the at Florida Dubs, but still going to be a tougher environment for them.
I mean, even if they drop a game, they'll still have a good chance on winning the Pac-12.
Okay.
At Oregon, tough game.
Mhm.
At
Yeah,
Colorado,
even if they drop a game to Oregon,
at Colorado. Might
All
be
right,
going to that.
let me make
$42.
This is James Parks again. This is my
Shout
boy now, though. This is why.
This my boy.
This is a perfect microcosm of what it's like to be a college football fan. I hate this guy. Hey, this guy's
Hey,
talking
hey,
good.
this-
I love this dude, man. He's
This
my
my boy.
favorite, bro.
He just
Over-
Hey,
doesn't
y'all seen
remember.
this guy?
He doesn't remember the first clip, and he's like, "All right, this one's from James Parks. We fuck with him way heavier."
I just edit out that whole first part, you know. Anyways,
Exactly.
overrated number 7, Texas A&M. Looking into the future, the Aggies look like the second best bet in the SEC West behind Alabama, but a top 10 ranking this early seems premature. A&M still has to figure out a 3-man quarterback race between Haynes King, transfer Mac Johnson, and 5-star freshman Connor Weigman, none of whom seem to be the kind of difference maker to take this team to the college football playoff right now. And for all the history the Aggies made with their highly rated recruiting class, especially on the defensive front, this position group still lacks proven depth, and it might be too much to ask those new recruits to lead the unit right away. There's a home game against Miami and 3 straight road tilts, including at Alabama, leading into a tricky second half of the schedule, and altogether too many bumps in the road for a team that lost 4 games last fall.
I mean,
I want you to resonate on it.
They lost 4 games last fall, but they also lost their starting quarterback second week. I know you gotta, next guy up, all of that stuff, but let's be realistic. You work for fucking 9 months with one guy. It's not next guy up that easy. Doesn't work that easy.
If you're Nick Saban and your guy gets hurt, you just say we was rebuilding. So
This man is just rent free, bro. You gotta chill.
Bro, no,
Yeah.
they're trying to say that their loss didn't matter because they're rebuilding. No, you lost. Just take your L and
Who did I
swallow that
say-
thing like a man.
Who did I say was gonna win? Did I say A&M was gonna win? Or
No, I said that.
Arkansas? No, I'm saying not against Alabama, the conference. I don't remember who
I
I,
don't know.
picked, Arkansas or A&M. Either way, Arkansas probably not gonna do it, and I got A&M. Boom. Let's go.
Yeah, I think
A&M's
A&M's going
fraudulent.
like 11
I
and
don't
1,
I
bro.
don't like James Sparks anymore. I
Just
liked him
like
from that first
all right.
article.
Why are they fraudulent?
Once again, we're gonna go over this. The two teams that I said were fraudulent, right? I didn't even read this article before I, said that. He had A&M and he's got Michigan. And then let's listen to Michigan. Watching this traditional college football power get back to the national stage was a cathartic. Is that how you say that word?
Probably.
Yeah. National
Cathartic.
stage was a cathartic moment. Michigan finally beat Ohio State, won the Big Ten title, and made its first ever playoff appearance. But a ton of what got this team there is gone. Star edge rusher Aiden Hutchinson went to Detroit. Defensive end David Ojobo was another first round NFL draft, and offensive play caller Josh Gaddis left for Miami. Cade McNamara. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
McNamara.
That
Oh.
was it.
Marinara
It was-
sauce.
It was the
Cade
first wave.
Marinara does not return at quarterback, backed up by potential star J.J. McCarthy, and Blake Corum leads the backfield, and Andrell Anthony, this receiving core, all solid option. But who should keep this team moving the ball downfield?
You said we're
Oh,
talking
dude.
about Michigan?
They're not going to be moving the ball much anywhere, bro. I mean, he's right on this one. He's wrong on A&M. What just happened? Oh, he just got food.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're talking about Michigan?
Yeah.
Their schedule was easy as dog fucking shit, brother.
Knew he got food, bro. What'd you get, bro? Is that a
Look like
burrito, cuz?
Chipotle.
Chipotle?
What?
Oh, so did you get Chipotle?
No.
What is it? Show
Zip.
us.
Show
Show us. I got a barbecue sandwich.
Who's Michigan lose to? Colorado State, Hawaii, Yukon, Maryland, Iowa, Indiana, Penn State, Michigan State, Rutgers, Nebraska,
There you
Illinois,
go.
Ohio State.
They were going to lose to Penn State.
Penn
What is
State?
that, bro?
Barbecue
That a
Seems
sandwich.
like a lot.
They don't have a barbecue up there.
That shit ain't no barbecue, bro. He didn't say
Ain't no
that.
barbecue, bro. He said barbecue sandwich.
It might be like barbecue flavored Jimmy John's or something.
No.
Like a Jimmy John's with the barbecue sauce instead of mayo. Like,
Hey, let me get a
yeah, that
country
shit that
club on the sub, but let me get some sweet baby Rays on that, please.
they straight up was they just made a turkey provolone BBQ. Ugh.
All right, so we was talking about Michigan. Let's not forget.
Oh yeah, no, I got him up
And
right here, brother. I got him
it
right.
sounds like Pat's gonna take them, bro, all the way.
All the way to the top. Take
Yeah.
me to the top.
I'm saying they're probably gonna be not good.
Okay, so here's where I'm at, right? I think you're right. But let me tell you why you're right. Because of everything James already said. Ain't that right, Dawn? No, but okay. So Colorado State first game, they're probably gonna thrax that ass. State is just not them boys. Versus Hawaii, I don't know. Yukon,
They'll
I don't
beat
know.
Hawaii, bro. Come on, dog.
Who knows, man? The boy's big. Maryland, watch
They're
Maryland
gonna-
come
they're
out.
gonna-
Watch Maryland come out. Is Tua still throwing the ball? This his year.
To Leah.
To Leah, to Locofoco.
Honestly, you're so insensitive.
Me?
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I truly
No,
am. I
think
truly
Maryland-
am.
I
You have
think
no
Maryland
idea.
could beat them for real.
I think so as well, especially if Tagovailoa is still, I don't know how to say it, is throwing the ball. Iowa, they probably lose that game, but I don't know, man, who Iowa still has returning.
Iowa or
just
Iowa State?
Iowa, Hawkeyes,
Iowa.
the ones that were in the top 5 for like most of the year until they just didn't do it.
No, dude, I got them going like 8-4, bro.
Yeah, Ohio State lost, Michigan State lost, Penn State lost,
State.
Iowa lost. That's probably it, yeah. 4 losses. 4 guaranteed. Maryland, maybe a 5th. And then it's college football. You never know.
Tell me right now,
Indiana, man, be done upset somebody.
who's your top 4 right now?
Purdue,
Oh.
Ohio State, Georgia, Nebraska.
He said,
Austin, what's your top 4 in the playoffs at the end of the year?
He can't even think straight. I broke him.
I wanted to say Harvard. Nah, dude, I'm gonna go. All right,
Bishop Sycamore.
This is for real. This is for real. This is for real. Number 1, Clemson. Number 2, Georgia. Number 3, Bama. Number 4, Ohio State.
Interesting.
Pat?
You're dang, man. Let me look at this top 25 real quick
All right,
so I
I'll
can
go.
make a really intelligent pick.
Number
All right.
1, Texas. Number 2, Texas. Number 3 and number 4, Texas. All right, Pat,
All right.
what's your top 4?
Georgia, Bama, Ohio State, Utah. I think Utah got disrespected. They won the pack and they didn't even get a shot.
That's
My
true.
opinion.
We're pretty close.
I already got.
I got 1, Georgia.
Okay.
Number 2, Arkansas.
Okay.
Number 3, Utah. Number 4, Texas.
Okay.
That's
It's an
my
interesting
real
top 4.
rankings. Because I just want to see Georgia get thraxed by Texas in the first round of the playoffs. It'd be so nice to see.
So Utah being under A&M is disrespectful. A&M is a brand new team almost, essentially, in retrospect. We've never even seen the QB throw a ball under like those colors before. So disrespect. Get that shit out of your mouth. Utah is 7. Michigan lost the entire team. Utah is 6. Notre Dame is Notre Dame. Utah's 5. Clemson will Clemson. Utah's 4. And there's how they move up right there.
Hey, that's pretty solid. Hey, Dalton, I got a hypothetical for you. How mad would you be if Texas went 10-2, won the Big 12 championship to go 12-2, but then they let a one-loss Texas A&M team in the playoff over you that only lost to Alabama?
Ooh, he'd riot.
I'd be pretty upset
You would?
if A&M.
Would you feel? If
if
it was
A&M went-
justified?
if they won the SEC.
No, because they lose to Bama, so Bama would be in the SEC championship. So they'd be a one-loss non-conference champion, just like Alabama was in 2017, just like Georgia
No.
was last year.
Nope.
So that wouldn't be justified. So what if? All right, let's say Texas loses to Bama, and then Texas loses to Kansas or something, and that's your second
Sheesh.
loss.
Okay.
But then you beat Oklahoma State in the Big 12 championship. But let's just say A&M loses by a field goal to Bama, and that's their only loss.
It just depends at that point what the other teams are looking like. Because I would
With the
assume
other, if Clemson was undefeated, if Ohio State
if
had a
Utah,
loss, blah blah blah.
all Utah as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
There's a lot of variables.
Because at that
in play
point,
for that
at that
to
point,
happen, but I'm just saying.
at that point, that would be a year that I could see them not putting 2 SEC teams in.
How would that happen?
By them not
do
putting
you-
A&M in.
Well, there would still be 2.
and you would be in, is what you're saying. So it'd be
No, it wouldn't have.
would
It
still
wouldn't
be
even be
two,
up to me.
though.
You would have
There-
Clemson. You could have Utah.
No, but listen, Dalton, there would still be 2 SEC teams in.
It doesn't have to be.
It'd be Georgia and Bama.
It doesn't have to be.
But if they both go 11-1 or 12-0 into the SEC championship game, and whoever doesn't have a loss loses, and then they're both 12-1, then they're both going to the playoff.
yeah. That's
mean,
how,
that's
I mean,
just-
that's
All right,
just
how
how it
about this?
works.
How about
That's
this?
just- That's
How
just
about this
how it works.
opposite? Bama loses to
That's just how it
A&M
works
by
at
a
this
field
point.
goal after going undefeated.
Again,
Let's
They
say
that can't happen.
let's say and do what?
If A&M loses, I mean, if A&M beats Bama, then they'd have a loss. They wouldn't even make the SEC title game, probably, right? If you're saying A&M would go undefeated.
then yeah, then
So
we would beat A&M
Then it'd still be 2 SEC teams in the playoffs. but-
if they gave A&M the spot, but they may not, because A&M's A&M, not
I think
Alabama.
that's what I'm saying. I think
Yeah,
when
that's
you're
true.
Alabama, you get that
That's
vote
true.
in. I think any other
Yeah.
team outside
But-
of that, not
and here's the
except
fucked up-
Georgia.
does.
Here's the fucked
I
up
don't-
thing: is
that's
they
why I don't
may
think-
give it to Bama
That's why I think if all right,
without them getting to the SEC and even losing
That's
in
true,
it. They
yeah.
still get it. You know?
What do
like,
you
that's
truly-
just-
They've done it
hated
before.
it.
Outside
They've
of-
done it before.
outside of
Yeah.
Alabama, who could you see making the SEC championship?
A&M.
Who could we
That's it?
play? Who do I see us playing?
Just A&M. It's either Alabama or A&M.
Yeah.
If things go crazy wrong, then Arkansas.
That's what I'm saying. What if you see Arkansas A&M?
You can't see
Arkansas'
that. It's
schedule,
East, it's
man.
East versus West.
Yeah, but if they're fighting for that spot to get in the SEC championship, what if those are the
Yeah, I
top
mean,
two
that'd be a-
teams?
Okay,
That'd be a
so
great game.
okay, Arkansas.
So
Ooh-wee,
at that
Arkansas.
point, could you
Arkansas's
see
got a tough schedule.
at that point could you see Arkansas losing to Georgia, still making the playoffs?
If
Would they
they
only
beat-
have one loss?
Yeah.
Would they only have one loss or 2?
I think probably one.
Because if they only have one and that one
To
is
us?
to Georgia, then they're getting in.
I don't agree.
They're getting in.
If Clemson
They're
goes
getting in.
undefeated, if Utah goes undefeated, if another team goes undefeated, I don't see it happening.
Dude,
I mean, if
okay,
that many teams go
so-
undefeated, but that never happens.
here's why.
It's
Here's
happened.
why. Here's why I think
really.
they would get in, because this schedule is kind of tough. They got Cincinnati to start,
Fraudulent.
Okay.
South Carolina,
What is it?
Fraudulent.
Okay.
Missouri State, doo doo. You know, get some rest. A&M at
Okay.
A&M
Money game.
versus Alabama.
Okay.
You know, that's 2 back-to-back thumpers and no
That's-
bye
yeah.
week. No bye week.
Yeah. Get the bye
Miss-
week after that. There.
Mississippi State, no bye week.
Oh my god.
BYU, BYU still no bye week.
Okay.
Finally get a
Just
bye
BYU.
week.
Okay.
Then Auburn.
11.
Then
Then
then Liberty. Yeah, then literally week 11. Then Liberty. Then LSU. Then Ole Miss. Then Missouri. Them boys got a tough schedule.
Facts.
All right, fandoms aside, who do you see playing in the national championship game?
Georgia, Alabama again. Honestly, I see a repeat.
I mean, I could see that, but I'm riding Clemson into the rocks this year, bro.
Yeah,
Georgia Clemson.
I'll take it. That was a good first game.
I think they're back, bro.
It could
Man,
also
they
be
never really-
Georgia,
They
Georgia,
never really
Utah.
left.
I got
Georgia,
Utah,
Utah as well.
Clemson.
You got Clemson in too. See, I thought Clemson. I'm telling you, bro.
I told you that.
Yeah,
I said it
come
even before we
back.
started recording. It's their
Dang.
I
comeback
think they're
here.
back, bro. I think so
Dang.
too.
All right, let me get an outro.
Who's running it?
I tried to run the intro, but I got shunned.
All right, I'll run it. All right. That was our top 25 playoff selections. Let us know in the comments what you think. Remember, Dalton picked Texas in all 4 slots of the playoff. Do not let him get off. He voted them. He voted them first place.
Second, third, and
it's
fourth.
the delusions are coming in waves in this podcast right now. But let us know in the comments below how delusional you are. Since there's less than 30 days till college football, like, subscribe. We out.